What's up YouTube? This is Ryuthered here with my Tamer PvP class guide. Yeah, it's finally here. Tamer excels in small PvP, ideally a 1v1 or a 5v5 or under scenario. It can be used for sieges, however it plays more of an assassin / support role, and that your job is to harass enemy backline, peel for your own backline, or pick off low / squishy targets. First, let's start with the build and essentials. Soaring Kick is a must and a great grapple CC for weaving in between your knockdowns. Make sure that you max out evasion because this is your iframe, also known as an invincibility frame. Level 3 evasion not only dramatically increases how far you evade, but also decreases the stamina cost significantly. Next is flashed and pull thrust. If you can't max these out, be sure to keep them even, not one then the other. This is one of your main stuns, so be sure to always have it on cooldown when fighting players or mobs. If you have the points, go ahead and get Sharpening Claws because any dots are extra damage and annoying to foes. Now for the bread and butter of Tamer, Bolt and Jolt. Be sure to max these out before anything else. You can animation cancel these by weaving LBP or Legendary Beast Power or the pretty blue dash thingy in between two sets of Bolt Jolt in a row for maximum power. One of your best CCs for Tamer is the Trample ability. This ability is better used from the bar, and being that it's faster and it's spammable for extra damage. After that, max out Void Lightning because its flinch ability is OP and extremely underrated. On top of that, it adds guard. Whiplash is an amazing attack combo after a knockdown because of the added damage, and it's also a decent filler both when out of stamina or for weaving skills together. Fearful Trembling is an amazing AoE stun and can be an animation cancel as well. It is harder to land, but when done right, it will be one of the most used skills. The skill also heals a decent amount, but only per target hit. So in PvE, when farming big packs, it can save you health pots and can be used as a decent mob CC. Surging Tide is a great ability both for the guard and the added burst potential, but only at higher tiers. When this skill is maxed out, it adds a 20% decrease in mobility on the target for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a long time in PvP. Lastly, Roaring is a great PvE ability, but only up to about level 52. Although it does have a great slow and can be animation cancelled by pressing the S key, it leaves you very vulnerable and is very situational in PvP. I'll put a link of my build in the description below. Awakenings. In terms of awakenings, the main two you should focus on is mana back on your Bolt and attack speed on your Jolt. The rest is personal preference. Now for the gear. I go with full Grunel for the added AP and 8 gem slots. For cheap DP earrings, I go with Riddle, and in my opinion, duo Outlaw rings would be great for the Tamer, in that they each have 5 AP and 5 DP with a collective plus 100 stamina. I'm rocking a Rudum Elite belt, which is also cheap, and the Pride Bear's necklace. Ideally, everyone wants a Zaka, aka Zarka, but Liberto is still great, and if needed, you can start with a Yuria until you can get a Liberto. For offhand, you want to go with the Incense Trinket for PvP and the Needle for PvE. Next, let's touch gems. You want HP and chest, knockdown resist and evasion and helm, move speed and boots, attack speed and gloves, 5 AP and a plus 100 HP in offhand, Karme and 5 AP and Liberto. Having 5 attack speed and at least 4 movement speed is essential for the Tamer to be effective in PvP. You can compensate with food until you get the gems you need, i.e. Meat Sandwich for the added movement speed plus 1 and Elixir of the Wind for added attack speed by 2. On to the bread and butter of your combo. Your main combo is as follows: Flash, Bolt Jolt, Trample, Bolt Jolt, Cancel, Bolt Jolt, Whiplash until your target is about to get up, E for the grab, then Bolt Jolt, Whiplash. Key points to note if falling out of rotation: use Bolt Jolt when you have stamina and Whiplash when you don't. Make sure you always have your flash on cooldown, and Trample is a great quick knockdown that also counts as a down attack when they are knocked down by the Trample. In order to cancel your Bolt Jolt, just hit spacebar immediately after your Jolt and it'll go back through the combo again. Next, let's talk about Void Lightning. The flinch ability on this is completely spammable after the animation is complete and can be cancelled one of 3 ways. Either by double hitting Q, cancelling it with Jolt, i.e. by pressing Shift plus left mouse button after the Q, or lastly by hitting Q then Shift Q very quickly after. The last way is kind of tricky, but once you get it down, it's freaking amazing. If you really want to lock down your target, go in with this, but it only works if you have your pet up, unfortunately. Some final tips: make sure you keep your pet up as much as possible, but only when you know that you aren't going to be left vulnerable. Make sure to bind your iframe, or WW, to 1 key for quick use to constantly be dodging as a Tamer. If you're not moving as a Tamer, you're dead. The skills that you want to actually put on your hotbar are Roar, Legendary Beast Power, Trample, Fearful Trembling, and Follow. Remember that trample can be spammed and replaces whiplash spam in the main combo if you know that being in one spot will get you killed by other players or mobs. At lower gear, DP is always better than AP in any scenario. We're squishy, so DP is greatly needed, and if you know how to combo like shown above, you'll be fine as far as damage. Make sure to always have at least 50 HP pots and a ton of mana pots. In my opinion, over 100 at all times. That's it for me, boys and girls. If I left anything out, you have any questions or comments, or you just want to say hi, be sure to leave a comment below. Again, I'm Ryuthered. If you want to catch me live, I'm a full-time partner broadcaster on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/Ryuthered. I'll put a link in the description for that as well. As always, peace out, much love. Catch you in the next one. Hadouken!